I'm currently getting ready to go to the bookstore because, you know, after Christmas, it's the new year. I have a bunch of gift cards that I need to use, and you know, new year, new books, okay? New year, new. That bun did not bun. That bun did not bun. Yeah, I was too lazy to do my hair after I showered yesterday because I'm also currently on my period, so yesterday was awful. I think I have a perfume stain. Is that a thing? Because I just washed this and like it came out of it, like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I just didn't blow out my hair or anything like I usually do for filming, or if I want to. So this is what I do with my natural hair. She's a little cray. She's a little cray. She's a little curly Q. Do I add my blue light glasses to make myself look smart? Or what? She's cute. I also got my earring stack going on. I haven't been wearing earrings like I usually do, but these are the ones I got pierced with. I just haven't changed them out. I don't know why. They're like silver and then like my earrings are gold. But hey, I'm a mixed metal kind of girl. I think mixing metals is so cute and fun. So also, are we loving the blue? Because I'm loving the blue. I saw Miss London from London and Olivia on TikTok. She had blue nails, gel nails, and I was like, okay, I see the vibe. I see the vision. So I did it, and I think I'm obsessed. Also, I'm wearing like gray on gray. Like literally even I got my Skims tank top on. Gray. I feel like I'm a gray cloud today. Like, should I? I'm so comfortable. Like, let's see. I mean, monochrome, 2 different grays. I don't care. I'm comfortable. I don't want to change. I don't want to waste clothes. So I upped it by doing my makeup and, you know, trying to put together a messy bun. But I got cute shoes on. I'm gonna add it with my little purse. Oh, but I got this Barnes & Noble bag when I went shopping for my birthday books. When I did that, they gave me this like tote. So instead of like always using plastic bags for my books that I get at Barnes, I'm just gonna start bringing this and just have them put the books in this. And it's just cute. So I'm double bagging today. Let's go. It's really bright out here. I can't even see myself in the camera. Oh my god.
Then it can be 2 different numbers.
We're gonna put that in the car.
Look at that! What's that? Look at that! What's this? Look.
Got back from Barnes & Noble and Market Street. I just needed to grab a quick few things, so I'm putting away my little groceries. Ignore this. It's pissing me off. Little trick about Italian pasta. When you're looking at the ingredients, you literally just want to see, like, it say wheat. You just want it to say that. And preferably made in Italy, but you just want that one ingredient. Okay, none of the other stuff. Just the durum wheat, whatever. Just a little Italian tip of the day. And then of course, some salami, because I love me some salami. Hot water. I love books. Also, look at my cute little case by case. Isn't she cute? I love her. Right now, I am currently gonna be washing my sheets. It's Sunday, wash my sheets day. And also, while that's going, I'm gonna go help my mom pack some of her Etsy orders and just like help her with stuff downstairs. And then I'll shower, do a book haul, organize my books on to the bookshelf. And currently, though I have these on, I'm listening to the audiobook of Powerless, this book. So far I was like listening to it in the car, like on the way to Barnes and like back and like while I was doing my errands today, and I was like giddy. Like I knew like I'm already gonna like it. I like it so much, like I want to just keep listening. So like while I go help my mom, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook because this year I'm being efficient, okay? I'm listening to books, I'm reading books, I'm multitasking. Okay. Helped my mom out a little bit earlier, showered, and now I'm in bed. And now I'm gonna do a haul of all the books I got today at Barnes & Noble. Oh my god. I'm gonna just say, if you are a reader and you you go to Barnes & Noble a lot, you buy books a lot, like if that's just something you do, please get a premium membership. I promise you it is worth it, because I've been a member for a while and then I just upgraded to premium. From my birthday book haul that I did, it's on TikTok if you didn't see, I got $25 worth of points. $25. Like, what? And obviously I went because I had gift cards from Christmas and, you know, New Year, new books. And I'm just really excited. I got a total of 7 books and I didn't technically spend a dime. So like girl math, it was free. I got 7 books for free because my mom gave me a really big Barnes & Noble gift card for Christmas because I'm like really particular about like my books and stuff. Like, basically it paid for this whole thing and then I had leftover money on that plus another gift card I thought I was gonna have to use. I honestly could have gotten more, but I was a little scared. I was like, let me just like save this other stuff for another day at Barnes & Noble. But I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go through. First up, we have Jade City by Fonda Lee. I talked about a lot of these, not a lot, like 3, actually a couple of them, most of them I talked about in my last video, 24 books I want to read in 2024. If you didn't go see that video, go check it out. I linked it down below. But I got Jade City and I'm super excited. It's such a beautiful cover. I don't know. I'm super excited to get into this year. I wanted the Barnes & Noble had the entire series and it was just like lined up and it was so pretty and it was so perfect and I was like, oh my god. But I just want to get the first one because I've learned that you should start off with the first book and if you like it, continue buying them. If you don't, then you can just have the first book as a little trophy. Like, oh, I read that. Because that's what books are to me. They're my trophies. They're my gold medals. They're like, I did that. I read that. Also, floppiness, 10 out of 10. Next up, I got the first book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I also talked about this series. This is the fine print. This book is Rowan and Zara. Yeah, I think that's her name. Zara. I'm really excited. I heard it's kind of like these men, like these brothers and like this family own kind of like an amusement park, kind of like Disneyland. I guess that's why it's called Dreamland. I think that's what it's called, Dreamland Billionaires. They're billionaires because they built an amusement park called Dreamland. So I don't know, I'm really interested. I don't really know the tropes in it, but let's see what it says on the back. Rowan, I am in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could be all mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings, not when we're destined to ruin them. And then that's like Rowan's. And then Zara says, after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch, I had to work for the most difficult boss I'd ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. Oh, okay, so it's giving Office. It's giving maybe not enemies to lovers, but like, right, like, you know, they get on each other's nerves. Okay, I'm excited for this. And also, anything by Bloom Publishing Company, their covers are everything. Half my covers on my shelf are Bloom. Next, I picked up The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. It was buy one get one 50% off. So I got this one half off, while I also got The Way of Kings half off. This is The Housemaid. This is one of the thrillers I also talked about in that video, and I just saw it and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up. I want to read this physically. I was gonna read it on my Kindle, but I was like, you know what, it looks like a pretty short book. I'm just gonna pick it up while I was there. And it's, I don't know, it's giving It's giving suspicious. The back says, every day I clean the Winchester's beautiful house top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school and I cooked a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean up, how she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband Andrew seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, whoa! So full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once just to see what it's like, but she soon finds out, and by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. Whoa! I was not expecting that. I'm gonna have to move this up on my TBR. This seems very interesting. Okay. Alright. Guys, I was supposed to order this online because it said it didn't have this book in my Barnes & Noble. I read this when it came out, which was like a couple days after my birthday. Jessa Hastings also wrote the Magnolia Parks books. I talked about those. I grew up loving Peter Pan, anything about it. Hook with Robin Williams, still today one of my favorite movies. Also Peter Pan 2003. I've talked about, like, oh, it's like the best. It's the best. Like, I just love everything whimsical, magical. Take me out of this world. Like, that is the stuff that I truly enjoy. And it's so funny, like, growing up, you realize, like, you get to a point where, like, it's okay to like the things you liked when you were younger. Like, there's no shame in it. I feel like during your teenage years, especially when you're in high school, you're trying to be cool, and like I forgot about my books when, you know, I was partying and being with all my friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a part of growing up. But as I've gotten older, now at 23, it's like I want to get back into like my inner child and, you know, love the things I've loved since I was a little girl, because it's still me at the end of the day. And Never really was just 10 out of 10 for me. 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. It got me out of a reading slump. I was in a reading slump when I picked this up. And the way Jessa writes is so beautiful and exquisite, and like, it's also easy at the same time. Like, I'm not confused, and it's just very visually stunning. Like, I can see it very clear in my head. And I think this is also another reason why I really wanted to pick up Magnolia Parks again, because I just remember, even though the first one was hard for me, I remember the writing just being so good. Yeah, like, I mean, look at this cover. Basically, it's about a girl. Her whole family has, her grandma is Wendy, so on and so forth, and Peter comes and gets all the girls in her family, and it's her turn, but he's supposed to get them when they're about 13. She's like 17 now, and he hasn't showed up. And then, of course, I'm just gonna read the back so I don't spoil anything. Never is an awfully long time. I'm also very familiar with the original story. I did like a project on it my senior year in my literature class. I'm very familiar with like J.M. Barrie's obviously original story. So seeing Jessa use all of that, but like add more and add her little, you know, sprinkle of fairy dust, it was just so good. And like, hold on, is the map in here? No, the map's not in here. Dang. You use this QR code and you can see the map. The map, it's Neverland. Like, oh my god, I can't rave enough about it. It says, growing up, Daphne always knew Peter Pan would come to get her, the way he'd come for her mother and her grandmother Wendy before that, the Darling girls. Their stories are all the same, the forever young boy at their window after their 13th birthday in the shimmering magical land behind a star. When Peter doesn't show up for Daphne until she's 17, inexplicably full grown and with no excuse of his tardiness, Daphne doesn't know what to think. Still, she has always been told that Peter Pan is her destiny. It's beyond choice to take his hand and leap into the stars no matter what comes next. But at Neverland, Peter's true colors begin to show. One moment, he's making Daphne's heart flutter, and the next, he's forgotten her entirely. So when Daphne stumbles into the path of Jameson, stop, his name makes me flash! The pirate, son of Peter's nemesis, she lets herself get swept up into the vulgar charm, and despite the warnings, both boys are troubled and both have dangerous secrets about this strong fantasy land they call home. And if she loses her heart to either one, Daphne might just lose herself too. When I tell y'all, when Peter gets introduced, I'm gonna try not to spoil, when Peter gets introduced and she describes him as like an almost 19-year-old, I was like, wait, Peter's grown up? Like, what's happening? Like, immediately right off the bat, like, what's going on with the magic? What's happening? And like the fairies, like, you don't know, like, it's like so many unanswered questions. I need the second book. Jessa, girl, second book. I can't rave about this enough. Pick it up. Next, they finally put out Addicted After All. I read all of the Addicted and Calorie Sisters series books on my phone, so I've been collecting the physical copies for a while now, and they finally released Addicted After All, so I was just like, you know what, I'm here, let me pick it up, let me get it, because eventually I will be rereading these. I'm not gonna say when because I don't want y'all to hold it against me, but I will be rereading these and like seriously like annotating them and dissecting them. Also, like, look at the match, look at the color match. Okay, next I got Things We Hide from the Light, because I do have Things We Left Behind. I've read the first one in this is the second book of the Knock 'Em Out series. Yeah, I read Things We Never Got Over last year. 2 bullets put a dent in the Southern Charm, but thankfully spared his spectacular rear end. He's got his hands full with the man who shot him still on the loose, healing wounds and citizens that think of law as more of a guideline. Throw in a gloomy mood that clings to him, and the last thing he needs is a smart-mouthed, gorgeous new neighbor making him feel things he doesn't have the energy to feel. Ooh. Lena Solvita? Yeah, Lena Solvita has her reasons for being in town. She's on a mission, and the fewer people that find out about it, the better. She does her best to work alone, and as soon as she finds what she's after, she's hitting the road for the next solo adventure. Too bad the town of Knock 'Em Out has other ideas. Soon Lena finds herself sucked into a small town life. Dog sitting, saying yes to bridesmaid's dress, listening to Sexy AF, Chief of Police Service. Oh, I'm not reading that out loud. Whoa. Okay, you get the gist. You get the gist. It's police officer. It's like good guy. She has some secrets. Seriously, what's going on? They're neighbors. It's giving banter. I'm excited to pick this up. Also, by Bloom, the cover, pink. I love it. And for the last book, this behemoth. Guys. What the? Like, this thing has, boom! Don't come for me, I'll F you up. Let's just count. I didn't even look at the font while I was at the store. What is this? This is really going to test my intelligence. It really is. It really is. Whoa! Hold on, let me just like look at it because I haven't even like looked at it. Let's see how many pages there are. Oh my god, you know a book in a fantasy series is intense when they have a effing glossary at the end. It's 1,000 pages. If I read this, this will officially be the longest book I've ever read, because Kingdom of Ash is the longest book I've ever read, but that was short of 1,000. That was like 900 and like 40 something, nine something, like early 9s. Oh, the flop is insane. Like when I asked for a paperback, this is what I'm talking about. I I'm scared. But yeah, it's Brandon Sanderson's The Way of Kings. This I also got for 50% off, so I got a little steal on her. But like, just look at it. It just reminds me of just like an original fantasy cover. Like, you know, the short, really stocky books, like Lord of the Rings, like they all just like have this like very like 80s, 90s like original fantasy covers, like compared to like new ones, you know. And I love it, honestly, I really do. So yep, that my camera's about to die, but that was my little book haul and my book shopping. Now I'm gonna put these on my bookshelf. Little reminder. What's up? Any books? Or any place? Okay. Also, currently, I want to talk about my current read right now, which is one of the first books I'm reading in 2024, and that is Powerless. I'm really excited about this. Everyone's been raving about it. A lot of people read it in 2023. So, and I know this second one is coming out really soon. And I started this on audiobook. The audiobook is Chef's Kiss. But I really want to annotate this book. So, I don't know if like a lot of people do this, but sometimes when I'm annotating, I like to listen to audiobooks so that like it keeps, like while I stop and I highlight, it keeps reading for me, if that makes sense. I don't know, and it just goes by a lot faster, and it's really fun. Like, even though like I'm reading it word for word, the narrators, especially in this book so far, have got me giggling. So I've already read, like, I don't even know where I'm up to. I need to like figure it out. I'm also gonna use these colors because I feel like they just match the purple and like the vibe. But basically, Powerless is about, it says on the back, it says, the elites have possessed powers for decades, gifted to them by the plague, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Ilia and shunned from society. No one knows this better than Peyton Gray, an ordinary posing as a psychic to blend in with the elites. When she unsuspectingly saves one of Ilia's princes, Kai Azur, she's thrown into the purging trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's powers. If the trials and the opponents within them don't kill her, the prince she's fighting feelings for will if he discovers what Peyton is, completely ordinary. And y'all, when I say I'm here and I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. I'm getting what the girls are talking about, because I've seen all over TikTok that Mr. Kai knows how to talk, and I've already met him and he's been talking and I've been eating it up, okay? He's been calling her darling. That's all you need to know. So right now I'm just gonna, you know, read this for a little bit before bed. And I know I've already read a couple like chapters in, so I'm not gonna start annotating from there. I'm just gonna start annotating from wherever I left off.